Okay, welcome back students. So in the previous class we have discussed the last topic is the create view command, right? I just remember you that the create view command is for we create a view. View means what? A partial table, okay? And why partial table required? For some, suppose there is an existing table means base table. When we want a more table for accessing the base table, then we create a partial table means view. You can call view. Okay, that is our last topic in the last class, right? So in this class we have start a new command, that is the alter command, and this is very important. The alter command. The alter command. See, what is the definition of this? First of all, this is alter command is used for we have to add some new column. Suppose there is a table, okay, suppose this is a table, okay, so this is a table, and suppose there is three attributes, right? Suppose roll number, suppose table name is suppose student, we assume it student, roll number, name, and suppose marks, okay. And roll number is integer, marks is name is character, and marks is decimal or etc. or integer. So suppose we want to add a new column. Suppose we want to add a new column of department. Then how we add this new column? And that is possible by this command, alter command. Means alter command is for add a new column, right? So first of all we have to study the definition. You see. Where I write down alter command. Alter table command, actually full form is alter table command, okay. I just write alter command, same thing, alter command or alter table command means you have to be alter the table by adding a new column. See, the alter table command is used to change the definition, definitions of existing table. What I am saying, I always show you the table means one demo, means one example, means suppose there is a table. Whatever I saw just recently, that the roll number, name and marks, there is existing table, or you can say means previous table. Okay, after that if you want to add a new column section, suppose department or any other related to this student table, then how can you add this? You can add by this command, alter table command, okay. Usually it can add columns. Okay, usually it can add columns to a table, but sometimes this is the main thing, sometimes it can delete columns or change their sizes. Delete column or sizes. Typically syntax to add typical the syntax to add a column to a table is as follows. Alter table name. See, this is syntax. Okay. Now, details notes is available in the books. You can study yourself. I just write on the general. Okay. You see, the alter table command is used to change the definitions of existing table. Whatever I am already say you. Okay. I already explained. Usually, it can add columns to a table. Usually, but sometimes it can delete columns also. It can also delete columns sometimes, okay, or change their sizes. Typically, the syntax to add a column to a table is as follows. This may alter table. You can give the table name, means whatever the table existing table name, means in existing table name you can add and add column name, data type, size. You see, I just show you the example how it can working. And detailed notes is in the book, you can read by yourself. Okay, one section is for modify the table, you can read. Okay, I just tell you. Main important is this. Alter table means this. You see how the syntax is used. Suppose there is a table employee. Suppose there is a table employee, okay, and there is suppose 3 attributes. Suppose employee ID, employee name, and suppose department, right? So this is under what? Integer, character, and also character. So suppose you want to add a new column, and I just give you a book's example. Suppose what? Telephone number, tel underscore number means telephone number. Suppose you want to add this new column. Okay, suppose you want to add this new column. Now how you can add? You first of all write down alter table name, means alter table emp, this name. After you write add tel number. And tel number data type is what? Integer. Sorry, there is no semicolon in here. Alter table emp add tel number integer. That in that type, okay, in how we add the new column? By using this new command, using this syntax. You see how? Alter table emp means you have to be alter the. First of all, this is existing table up to this, and new column is this. Using this add tel number and Tell number is coming in what? Definitely telephone number is what? 967 like that. This is coming in integer. Okay. So next is drop table command. There is only last two command left, drop table and drop view, and that two command is very important because last year or earlier last year, suppose 2018, suppose you see in the question paper, drop table or drop view is directly coming. The what is drop table command or what is drop, like the why drop view command is used in SQL like that. That is very important. Okay. Okay, see the drop table command. See, drop table is for what? You just drop a table from database. Means suppose there is a table, and if you suppose you don't need that table for some reason. Suppose there is a table, okay, suppose there is a table student, okay, and table is suppose 3 pivot 5 tuple, right? That actually one table. But if you suppose already this table is used or table is users, your purpose is already fulfilled, okay, by this table, and you suppose thinking that you have no longer to need this table. This table working is already done. Then why you use this table? Why you just store this table? Like that concept is what? Suppose in database means suppose your database, suppose you're in hard disk, there is a file. Suppose there is a film. The film you already see it, already see many times. But you suppose think why I want this film, because I already see this film. Then what you have? What you can done? You just delete it, permanently delete it, because you already see the film. Then why you already see the photo? Suppose there is a photo, which photo is not so important, and you see already this photo. Then why you don't require? You don't need this. Delete like that, like the same way concept. I just want to clear you the definition, okay? That's why I just example the photo and film like etc. Just don't compare with that, okay? Don't compare with that. I just give you the concept. Suppose there is a table. Suppose this table. No need. Suppose your working is done. You no need to be longer with this table. You no need. Okay? Your need is over for this table. Then what you have done? You just delete this table. By drop the table. Whole table, okay, not one column or one row. Whole table you want to drop or delete, because the purpose of creating of this table is done already. You no need to be longer. You have two table, okay. You don't need this table for any longer. Then what you have done? You just drop this table. Means you just delete this table from the database, right? That is the concept. Means when a table is no longer to be needed, then you just drop the table by using this drop table command. Right? Okay. I hope you understood. If you know that, you can ask me. Don't hesitate. I will give you the definition part. Okay. See. The drop table command . The drop table command of SQL lets drop a table from the database. Okay, this is the first definition. Okay, the SQL requires to empty a table before eliminate from the database. Eliminate from the database. But there is an condition for dropping a table. That is important. But there is a condition for dropping a table. For dropping a table, it must be an empty table. It must be an empty table. Empty table means, first of all, you have to remove all the attribute and tuple, means row. Suppose you have to drop a whole table. Suppose there is a table student. Okay, suppose you want to delete the table, means drop the table. Then, first of all, what you done? You just remove all the rows and column, means all the attribute, all the field, etc. You know, all the value, means all the data inside the table, all the data you can use first of all delete. Means all the attribute and row you first of all delete. After that you delete the table. That is the concept. Okay, you see the drop table command of SQL. Let's drop a table from the database. The SQL requires an empty table before eliminate from the database. First of all, you have to empty the table. But there is a condition for dropping a table. It must be an empty table. That is the condition. That is the main line. But there is a condition for dropping a table. It must be an empty table. That is the main condition. Right? You see. So, next you write, you continue just writing. This is very important. I just erase it and write. You need to be first delete all the rows. That's why you first use a command to remove all the rows. To remove all the rows from the table, delete command is used. We already discussed the delete command. Okay, delete, update, insert. Okay, in last class we also discussed delete command is used. Okay. So, first of all, suppose there is a table. Okay, I take the books. For example, right? I have an item is a table. Okay. Now, suppose there is a 3 attribute. One is item ID, item name, and third one is suppose item price. Item ID is suppose there is 5 item 101, 103, 5. Item name is suppose rice, dal. Okay, like that. Suppose soap. Okay, like that. Suppose 5 item and item price. Suppose 10, 20, 30, like that. So this is an existing table. Okay. So whatever you done before you drop the table, suppose you no longer to be needed this table. Suppose your working is done with that table. Why you create this table? The working is already done. You no need to be longer need this table. Your requirement is over for this table. Okay. So now you want to drop this table from the database. Then what you done? You just delete all the rows, means these rows. Okay. First of all, you have to delete all the rows from what? This table. delete, okay, delete from items. You first of all delete items, means you delete all the rows, all the item. Now your table is empty, all the item is gone. Your table is fully empty. Now the table is fully empty. Now you can delete, drop the table from the, then we can drop that empty table items as follows. Now how we use drop table items. Drop table items, right? Means first of all you delete all the attribute, means all the row, all the data, all the field. After that you can drop the whole table from what? Database. This is the concept. Okay. And last one is drop view command. That is the last topic. The drop view command. You see what drop view? View means what? A partial table. Just simple ones. First one is drop table, means you have to be drop a existing table, and this is you can drop a partial table. That's simple thing. Okay. To delete a view from the database, to delete a view from the database, the drop view command is used. The drop view command is used. For example, the drop view command is just for example, drop view. There is a partial that the book take a text page, a partial table. Text page is a partial table. Okay, just we write down. Drops the view text page from the database okay, when a view is dropped. Okay, last line, when a view is dropped, it does not cause any change in its base table. After the removal of after the removal of view text pay its base table employee remains intact. Its base table employee remains intact. You see, the drop view command to delete a view from an database, the drop view command is used. For example, drop view text pay drops the view text pay from the database. View means partial table. Suppose there is a existing table employee base table, okay, and we suppose need a extra partial table text pay means the employee. I already give you the concept in the last class. If you see my video, then you can understood serially. See, suppose there is a table employee, okay. I already give this concept in the last class. If you serially see my video from the previous class video class, you see carefully, then easily understood this thing. Okay, just I remember you. Suppose there is a table employee and we want a partial table text pay means the employee who is under taxable means tax pay applicable. Then we create a partial table means that employee who is applicable for tax pay. Okay, that is called view means partial table. For some requirement in the employee base table which require this partial table, that tax pay. In this, there is a concept when a view is dropped, it does not cause any sense in its base table. Okay, after the removal of view text pay, its base table employee remains what? Intact. Means when you delete a partial table text pay, but your base table is remain intact, means this is remain existent. Okay, there is a concept. Suppose you don't no need to longer the partial table, your requirement is done, then what you done? You just drop the partial table, not just like previous, you just drop the whole table, like you drop the partial table. Okay, so this is enough for this class. Okay, your database theory is already completed, and next class we can further process. We done some example also. Okay, so thank you.